You and Anton are here to take your questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Wait for the microphone. We'll start front left. Jameson.
Matthew, obviously not an unfamiliar spot for you guys to be in. Just how much can you guys lean on last year's experience as you head into a big Game 6 here?
Yeah, we have that advantage. Playing an elimination game at home here again in this situation. It's no secret, Cup's in the building. It's going to be the toughest test, biggest game. We're just excited to be back home, and we're excited to hopefully keep that going after last game. We think we've played pretty good hockey over the last, this whole series and the whole playoffs, but especially the last few. So we know the type of game we have to play and our start's important, and just building our game, hard gaps, heavy forecheck, on it and above it, all the stuff we talk about all year. It's going to be the simple the better for us in these games, and I'm glad we have that experience.
Front right, Jordan.
Matthew, we've talked about how much Bob has meant to you guys over these last three playoff runs. Just his sense of calm in the room, just how much does it radiate among you guys, and how much is his presence, just knowing how calm he is and what he does, how much does that radiate throughout the room?
Yeah, we would not be in this position without him. You just look at the body of work he's done over the since I've been here, regular season and postseason. He's been our backbone. He's been, the most important piece for us, and he's just been incredible each and every night. Gives us a chance every single night. Whether, even if you look back to Game 2 of the series, we did not play very well in front of them in the first 10 minutes, and they score 3 goals, and he just shuts the door the rest of the way, basically. So we're so lucky to have him. He is such a very important piece to what we have, and then his calmness and how he works and how he prepares, and even the stuff he's doing there today. Like, he's just such a professional and somebody that I lean on a lot, and I've learned so much from, even though he's a goalie.
All the way on the left, George.
This one's for both of y'all. Does it matter where you guys play? I mean, it's going to be crazy in there tomorrow, but you guys seem to be pretty good at quieting down road crowds.
Yeah, we don't really try to think where we are, where we play, but obviously it's fun to be at home, have the home energy, have the home crowd, and be able to play in front of them. So I'm sure it's going to be a loud building, and we're looking forward for it.
Yeah, I'm excited to play at home. It's a great opportunity, and our fans have given us so much love and support and momentum this year that they deserve this type of game at home. So we're excited to play in front of them.
Front left, David.
Hey guys, it could be for either of you. You guys have scored multiple goals in the first period of every game this series. How important has that been, sort of, to dictate the tempo of the game and make them chase you? They've barely led throughout this series.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge to start well, and obviously we want to, keep doing that. But at the same time, it's a long game, and we've seen during the series that we have to play good the whole 60 minutes, and obviously we want to have a good start and feel good and keep building on that. But at the same time, we have to be dialed for the whole 60 minutes.
Right side, third row.
Matthew, mic'd up for the last game. They posted a video. I think you said, "Oh my God," like 7 times watching Marchand score his second of the night. Like, what did you appreciate the most about the show he put on in that game?
Yeah, well, both goals. He's been amazing for us all playoffs, but especially in this finals, he seems to keep finding another gear. The more important the game, the better he is. So, that second goal was incredible, just the way he was able to make that move, protect the puck, and then have the presence of mind to still make a move on the goalie and slip it 5-hole. But no, I thought that his first goal, even his first few strides off the drop of the puck, and then to make that little move, and then to split the D and just go top shelf. I thought that one was just as good, if not better. So what a performance from him, and we're going to need another good one to finish this off.
Stay in that same row, right side, third row.
Matthew, every time we talk to you guys, win or loss, the word recovery comes out of all your mouths. This is 316 games, I believe, for you guys tomorrow night. Or, how do you do it? How grueling is it? What does recovery entail? And just, is it as a grind as we all would assume?
It is a grind, probably worse than anybody can imagine. I'm not going to give away our recovery secrets, because then some other teams might think that they could be in this position. But we that is a very important part of what we do. And yeah, it's so important that once the game's over, win or lose, you win and you learn. We've talked about that a lot. And then on days when you're not playing, like, get away from the game, get your body back to as close to, as good as you can get it for the next game. That's very important. We do so many different things at home, on the road, but that's a big thing for us, and we've been preaching it for pretty close to 3 years now, and it's helped us a lot, and it's been a great, very big reason why we continue to have success deep into the playoffs, and then come back after a few months and are able to get right back in the swing of things. So it's important. Our team does a really good job of training really hard in the summer, very well conditioned group, and then dealing with the aches and the pains of long playoff runs, and we do a really good job of those days in between games of getting back to how we need to be.
Right side, second row.
Anton, I know it's a five-man thing to play against a guy like McDavid, but what can you learn watching Barkov playing when he's matched against him, and people focus on how many points he has, but it doesn't seem like that matters to him. It's more about what he's doing, helping other ways.
Yeah, I mean, just watching Barky is always fun. He's such a great player, and doesn't seem that he does a lot of mistakes on the ice. So you can learn a lot from him, but just the way he plays, he's hard to play against. His stick is very long. He's always on the other guys, but just all the small details he does during the games, it's very impressive.
We'll take 3 more questions. Left side, standing up.
Matthew, in your experience, is the fourth one the toughest to get in a series? And is Edmonton a different animal even in that regard?
Yeah, I think when you go through a bunch of playoff series like we have, and I have, most of the time it is the toughest one. Edmonton's obviously one of, if not the best teams that I've played in my career in playoffs, so I'm sure it's going to be a very tough one. I think it's important when you're playing a team that, their backs are against the wall. It's important to come out with a good start, both sides. I know everybody says that each and every game, but I think if you can get to your game right away, the team that settles in the quickest, seems to be the one that has a lot of success. And they're in a different situation right now. I think this is their first elimination game of the playoffs. So, that's a different wrinkle in things. And for us, we've played one game 7, so maybe maybe have a tiny advantage with knowing the desperation that they're going to come out with. But we have to match that desperation. We have to treat this as a game 7 for us too, and if we're going to have a chance of beating them.
We'll take 2 more in English. Right side, second row.
Matthew, can you just sort of take us through what this playoffs has been like for you? You've been out since February, you come back at the start of the playoffs, and just sort of what these 4 rounds have been like from your perspective.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to come back at the start, and kind of found out the day before if I was going to have a chance to play, day of, honestly. Decided, even though I wasn't, the first round was definitely the worst I felt by far, and just knowing that was going to be, other than this round, that was our toughest round, playing Tampa. So I knew that even at, nowhere close to what I expected out of myself, I knew I needed to help out as best I can if we were going to get by them. So was proud of myself and happy for playing that round, and had some ups and downs throughout the playoffs, and now I'm feeling the best I've felt. So personally, I'm very happy with where the health is and everything, and just very lucky that I'm able to be playing. I did not think I was going to be playing. I shouldn't say that. I thought there was maybe a 50% chance I wouldn't be playing, as close to about a week or 5 days before playoffs. So I'm very lucky and fortunate that I've got great trainers and doctors, and they all somehow got me healthy enough to play.
Last question in English. Left side, second row.
Matthew, you said the Oilers are backs to the wall. What's it like playing against the best player in the world whose back is against the wall, McDavid, who is desperate to win a Stanley Cup?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a tough test. He's desperate to win a cup. So are we. We've worked so hard this year and gone through so many ups and downs and so much. It's been a grueling year. It's been a tough, guys fighting through injuries, guys, up and down years, and for us to be in this position right now, like we've worked so hard for this, and so is he and the rest of the Oilers as well. We're all here for a reason, but he's obviously a talent like nobody else in the league. So it's so hard to shut him down. I don't think you can shut him down. You can just try to limit as much as you can. So we've got guys in there that I hope are ready for the challenge, because it's going to be a big test for us, and we're all ready for it.
Thank you, Matthew. If you want to step aside, you may. Thanks for your time. We'll take one question and finish all the way in the back of the room.
Morjesta, Anton. Sassalta kysyttiin tuossa pukukopissa tästä teidän jäätelöjengistä. Niin te olitte käynyt tuossa ennen vitospeliä Edmontonissa, ja tuloshan oli aika hieno sitten pelissä. Niin onko tämä nyt semmoinen perinne, mitä pitää ruveta jatkamaan myös sitten ennen huomista peliä?
No, se on hyvä kysymys. Me yleensä mennään aina, tai se meidän jäätelöporukka on mennyt vieraissa hakea jätskit illallisen jälkeen, et siinä sen yhteydessä on muodostunut semmoinen pieni perinne ja traditio, että en ole ihan varma, että onko huomisen peliä ennen jätski tai vetääkö jokainen kotona omat jätskinsä.
And one more on the right side.
Jatketaan nyt tällä jäätelöllä vielä. Siis käyttekö te kotipeleissä ollenkaan? Mistä tämä niinku 6-3 kai lähtenyt, mutta mikä tämä homma, niinku, se on vaan tullut tavaksi?
No meillä painotetaan paljon, että pitää saada ajatukset pois välipäivinä ja hyvä tapa on mennä ryhmään kanssa viettää aikaa, ja jostain syystä sitten, olisiko 6-3 vienyt porukan sitten jätskille tiettyä paikkaa, ja sitten siitä vähän lähti semmoinen rutiini ja perinne, että sitten aina ennen pelejä sama porukka meni sinne jätskiin syömään, ja nyt se on vähän kasvanut se porukka, ja minä ja Sassa liityttiin siihen ennen vitospeliä, niin päästiin kokemaan, millainen kokemus se on.
Onko se totta, että se söi erätauolla jätskiä?
Se sun pitää kysyä häneltä.
Thank you for your time, Anton. Panthers head